Tens of thousands of people visit Ripley's Aquarium in Myrtle Beach every year. The place is set up in such a way so as to allow patrons to see marine life in a unique environment. That's especially true in an area called Dangerous Reef, where the public passes through a tunnel that essentially puts them inside a shark habitat. Any closer and a person would get wet. In fact, there's even that opportunity here. If a person is certified as a diver and they're willing to pay a price, they can actually go into the water with the sharks.
This is like a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing. Being from New York, it's definitely, open to experience.
It is a chance to do something that few people on the planet will ever experience. And as some will know, diving in this tank can provide even more action than going underwater in the wild.
I felt really lucky to be able to go because not that many people dive and not that many people get to be that close to the sharks.
They say if you go out in the wild, it's rare you actually see a shark, and actually see so many in one place is pretty neat.
Swimming with the Sharks is a program that is offered by the Aquarium, but it came about because customers saw the possibility.
People just love animals and love to have any sports that have water involved, and our guests really kind of demanded that we have a swim with a dive or dive with the Sharks program.
For those who participate, the Dive in Dangerous Reef is part of a 2-hour session. They go behind the scenes, get fitted for their gear, and receive safety instructions.
We're going to give you more weight than what you use out in the wild. I basically tripled my weight from out in the wild to in here.
There is some technical information and hand signals on top, but much of the safety discussion is common sense.
If you see a sand tiger shark coming, please don't stick your hand out right in front of them. They are still animals.
Following all of that is the fun part. Each diver gets to spend about a half hour in the water.
I think it's a great experience. Because our tunnel is curved, our animals do look 15 to 20% smaller when you're looking through the tunnel. So once you're in the water itself, you really get to see the actual size of the animals.
It's a half hour in the water, but those who do it say it feels more like 10 or 15 minutes. That's because the senses are nearly overloaded by all that is happening around them, and time seemingly speeds up.
It's always more fun, being more interactive and being in the water with them and everything. And the fish didn't swim away, so I got to sit there and touch all the fish.
Just seeing sharks and other fish through the glass gives a decent perspective and an uncommonly good view. Take out the barrier, however, and it's even more intense and more vivid.
You can see every little detail on all the animals. It's really cool.
As you can see, the patrons who get to go into the water are not free to swim wherever they want. They spend their time inside a cage with aquarium personnel on the outside keeping watch.
Honestly, it's more for the protection of the animals than the humans.
I thought it would be kind of limited being in the cage and all, but all of the animals come up to see you.
Sure, there's a cage, but there's also swimming to and from the cage for those who dive. There's no mistaking for them either the fact that numerous sharks are in the water, and they are in the water too. It's only natural that the heart will beat a little faster.
It is definitely not Jaws. You have to realize our sharks are very, very curious animals, but also very docile.
Those habits of sharks are pretty well known among people who dive, so while the adrenaline might be surging, intellectually, they know that danger is at a minimum.
I'm not afraid of sharks like some people are. I think that they're very calm creatures unless they're irritated, so I definitely understand that they're not that freaky.
It's a lesson that most who go in the water here know, but the habits of sharks still might not be fully understood by the public at large. This, then, is educational as well for those on the other side of the glass, when they see that there is no aggression just because people enter the water.
It gives them more of a sense of it's not a giant monster.
The understanding of sharks and shark behavior has come a long way. The closer people can get to the animals, the better that becomes.